An ongoing battle at California Lutheran University between the student newspaper and the administration.
That kind of set the tone for the year.
After 2/3 of California Lutheran's tenure-track faculty voted in no confidence for the university president, Lori Vallotta.
This was the day before we came back from winter break.
And called on the board to fire her. Standing by watching the situation unfold was the Echo, Cal-Lu's school newspaper.
Our faculty advisor kind of gave us a heads up the day that it was happening.
That morning, managing editor Abby Cicado watched the vote happen, then started reporting for the paper while professional journalists were coming in to report for their companies as well.
It was a kind of a mad dash to make sure that what we had was published before theirs.
Something the faculty supported her in.
They actually wanted the Echo to know. They wanted the Echo to get it out first, I believe.
But not the school's administration.
Our coverage this year has felt a little bit more fraught because of the relationship with administration.
After the Echo's initial reporting on the no confidence vote, Cal-Lu's administration started slowly restricting the Echo's access into certain events on campus.
It's tough sometimes because those things that we know we want to report on and people know are happening at the school are what's difficult to report on because of restrictions from, what information they're willing to give us.
As a student publication, Abby Cicado says their reporters won't be allowed into campus events that they would be allowed to go to if they didn't have their reporter's notebook in hand.
We struggle sometimes to understand why we're not allowed access into certain areas of the school or certain events or certain, why some things are confidential that seem like there is no basis for them.
Yeah. And when they ask,
it's harder to get those answers.
Abby Cicado says it's a struggle to try to create policies that work for both parties.
It's not necessarily that it's met with disdain, it's just more, it feels harder than if we were to ask about another event that we'd like to cover or something.
But at the end of the day, Abby says her publication will continue to fight for their freedom of the press rights, even though they're students, and keep telling the stories that matter to the Cal-Lu community.
It's easy for things to get misconstrued, and I think that we're a pretty good way to guarantee that those things are not getting misconstrued.
Abby is currently working on an editorial to publish the struggles they are facing as a publication, and she just got promoted to be the editor-in-chief of The Echo for the next academic year.